In today's video, we're going to go inside Heritage Auctions headquarters in Dallas, Texas, and get to see some very expensive old paper. So a couple weeks ago, I was traveling to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and so I made arrangements to pick up a couple books that I had won on some Heritage Auctions. Smaller books. But they had a huge auction upcoming, and so I arranged to have them bring out some big lots to show me. And that's the great thing about Heritage. You can pick up small books and you can ask to see some really big books that I would never be able to afford. And I was able to see them. It's like going to a museum, except you actually get to hold some of these comic pieces of art and comic books in hand. So I highly recommend scheduling a visit if you're ever in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's like going to a museum. It's easy to do, and the staff is great. They're amazing. And again, I think I ended up asking them to see 6 lots, and it was some of the coolest things ever. A couple original Jack Kirby pieces of art, and a couple huge Fantastic Four books that actually went on auction. So let's take a look inside, and then after we look at the footage, then I'll tell you what some of these books went for in auction. I was not the one that bid on them. So I'm here at Heritage Auctions to pick up a small book that I got, and hoping that I'll be able to see some bigger books that'll be on some auctions coming up. This is in Irving, Texas, right near the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. So if you're ever at the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, come to one of these auctions live or come and see what they have. They'll let you preview pretty much anything you want to in the comic collecting world. And let's go inside and see what we can find. We are in Dallas, Texas at Heritage Auctions, looking at some books that are coming up for auction. An amazing grade. This is a Fantastic Four #5 and a 9.2 white pages, and it's every bit 9.2. I'll show some pictures in a little bit, but just to be able to see these and some original art was amazing. Dr. Doom, and then not to be outdone, we've got the one that started it all, Fantastic Four #1, 9.0. Off-white to white pages, and this one has a couple pressable defects, so I think I'm gonna buy this on auction and then try to get an upgrade. So anyway, amazing books, and I'll show you some other pictures and videos of some original art. Great opportunity if you're ever in Dallas and you're picking up books that you've won on auction. Come in and preview some other things. Super staff here, super friendly, and it's a great time. '60-year-old first Dr. Doom in a 9.2. Absolutely pristine. No marble chipping. The one that started it all, and it looks like a modern book. No marble chipping. 9.0 off white to white, and there's some pressable defects, so we're going to crack this one out and press it again. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that little behind the scenes look and some of the books I got to hold and take pictures with, and the original art. Heritage Auction is the headquarters is about 5 minutes from Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, and I got to, again, kind of go through it like a museum. You have to schedule ahead of time, but to be able to hold that original Kirby art was probably the highlight for me. So let's go through the 4 items that I had them pull out for preview, and I'll let you know what they went for in auction, because that visit was a couple weeks ago, and a week and a half ago is when they had the auction. So first of all, you'll see I had a Captain America 101 splash page by Jack King Kirby, and that sold at auction for $168,000. Now that's after buyer's premium, but that's before taxes. So you got to figure about a little less than 10% in sales tax that whoever won that had to pay. So $168,000 for the Cap 101 splash page. Great piece of art. Second, Journey into Mystery 86 splash page. This is the 4th Thor book in existence, and this is the splash page for it. And that one went for $90,000. I was a little surprised it didn't get 6 figures, but again, that's before taxes. And so the 2 books I looked at, of course, they were Fantastic Four. First of all, Fantastic Four number 5, first appearance of Dr. Doom, and a CGC 9.2. That one sold for $180,000, which is the all-time record for that book in that grade. And again, I didn't bet on any of these. This is way beyond my purchasing power, but it's great to be able to see and to see these books up close and to see how someone preserved them, and as if they were printed like a couple years ago, was unbelievable. Lastly was a Fantastic Four number 1 in a 9.0. This one sold for $288,000 before taxes. That's not the record. Actually, there was a sale much higher than that in this past spring. But with these big books, they don't come around that often. And on that book, I'm telling you, I looked at the back and it looked like it had some pressable defects. So maybe the buyer is going to crack it and resubmit it. I don't think so. But anyway, those were the 4 books we saw. Those were the prices they went for. It was a great time. Again, I highly recommend, if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area or traveling through, to go to Heritage Auctions. It's like going to a comic book museum. There will be this November, there's going to be a collector summit there that will be kind of like a Comic-Con just for comic book collectors. I'm not sure if I'm going yet, but I'm hoping to go. It'll be a great chance to buy, trade, even sell books with other collectors. And if you have any questions about setting up the visit to Heritage Auctions, please contact me. You can contact me. The best way to reach me is to DM me on Instagram at Loco4Comics. I'll be happy to give you the contact number and kind of the process of how I set up previewing these lots and how easy it is. And they have comic auctions every Sunday and Monday, and then they have some special auctions during the week at times. And so just contact me on any of that. I don't mind helping you with this process. It's just a great time. Also, if you like these kind of videos, if you want to see more, please press the like button or subscribe to me, and also share this video with anyone else you might find in the comic collecting community that you might find useful. I really appreciate that. And as always, share your comments below, and until the next video, keep it loco.